In this lecture, I am going to give a small introduction about what is CAD and what is CAM. So first of all, let me start with the design to manufacturing process. So this is actually the process that is followed earlier. Before the evaluation of computer, they have followed this process. So first one is sketch with pencils. So because there were no computers in that time, so they have used pencils to draw the sketches. Then once after completing the sketches, the engineering drawing is performed. So engineering drawing in the sense it has all the dimensions and all the complete tolerance data about the part. Okay, then finally that engineering drawing is given to the manufacturer. Okay, I'll show you some examples for this. So this is a small sketch of an equipment. So here they have drawn the sketch by using pencils. So this is the first step. So sketch in the sense it's normally a conceptual sketch. So this sketch will give you just the working principle. It will not give you the nature of elements that we are going to use. It will not give you the mechanism that we are going to use, and also it will not give you any dimension. So only thing is, by seeing the sketch you can identify what is the working principle behind that. Okay, so this is an example sketch drawn using a pencil. Then the second stage is engineering drawing. So this is actually an assembly engineering drawing. Okay, so there are plenty of components are there, you can see that. So it's actually a complete assembly. So you have one part model here, and here you have another part model. So here all the parts are assembled together as a assembly drawing. Okay, so you can see that this is the final assembly. So this drawing is actually will be given to the production department. Okay, fine. Then this is a part drawing of a crankshaft. So here you can see that it's a simple single part. Okay, there is no two or more components are there. It's a single part. That is why it is called as part drawing. So since it is engineering drawing, it has all the dimension values. You can see that all the dimensions are given, and detailed views are given. Okay, so everything is clearly specified. So now we can send the detailed drawing into manufacturing. Okay, so this is what the process followed earlier. That is before the evaluation of CAD softwares. So this is the final component, final manufacturing of an engine. Now, with the help of computers and CAD software, we have just modified the design process. So the first stage is CAD, that is solid modeling. So CAD is the basic step. So in CAD we have two modules. One is computer aided analysis, and the second module is computer aided manufacturing or direct manufacturing. Okay, so in computer aided manufacturing actually we will generate some codes, and in direct manufacturing we will use some forming methods like your 3D printing to manufacture the product directly. Or otherwise we can create engineering drawing from the solid model using your CAD software. You can create it. After creating the engineering drawing, you can send the engineering drawing to the manufacturer for production. Okay, so this is the process followed nowadays in industries. So now we'll see what is CAD, CAA and CAM. So let me start with the computer aided design. So computer aided design means use of computer systems to assist in the creation, modification, analysis and optimization of a design. So by using a software, we are going to create the model, we are going to modify it, because with the help of computer aided tools we can easily modify. In case of pencil drawings, you have to erase it, and there are a lot of complications are there. Using your computer you can easily modify the drawings. You can analyze it. Analyze in the sense you have to check the safety. You can check the safety by using any analysis software. We have ANSYS, and also you can perform analysis in CATIA itself, and you can perform optimization. Optimization in the sense you can reduce the weight. Okay, so there are plenty of operations are involved in CAD. So the main tools is you can perform tolerance analysis, you can calculate the mass properties, and you can perform finite element modeling and visualization. Tolerance in the sense it is the allowable deviations provided. For example, I want to manufacture a shaft of size 40 mm, but in shop floor I cannot exactly manufacture it. So I will give some plus or minus 1 mm. So this is called as tolerance. So using your CAD software, you can perform tolerance analysis and you can calculate the mass properties. So for example, here you can see that it's a piston, crankshaft and crank arrangement. So you can, by specifying the material in the CAD software, you can calculate the mass properties. You can calculate the moment of inertia and you can get the total mass of the component. So like that you can calculate the mass properties by using your CAD software. Finally, the finite element modeling and visualization. So this is used for computer aided analysis. Okay, so this is used for computer aided analysis. In this stage you can verify whether the component is suitable for our application or whether the component will withstand the specified load or not. So that is, you can confirm in the third stage. Okay, so this is further have two parts. One is computer aided engineering and the another one is computer aided manufacturing. So first of all, what is meant by computer aided engineering? So actually in this course we are not going to deal with computer aided engineering. So just I'll give you a small introduction. You just try to understand it. Okay, so here we are going to use some CAD software to perform analysis. So you can simulate and study how the product will behave and allow for optimization. Okay, so you can directly apply the load and you can see the deformation. For example, if you have a beam like structure, if you designed a beam like structure, let's say it's a cantilever beam and you are going to apply a load here. So by using a CAE software, you can calculate the deflection and you can visualize the deflection and also you can calculate the magnitude of stress acting in the beam. So that is the purpose of performing computer aided engineering. So if you have heavy amount of stresses, then you can change the material or otherwise you can improve the size. Okay, so that is modification of design. So in case if you are not performing any computer aided engineering, then directly you will manufacture the product. So in the application there may be a possibility for failure, but if you perform computer aided analysis, then you can identify the failure state in the simulation itself and you can change the dimensions. Okay, fine. So here finite element method is the important one, and finite element method means we will split the entire component into small parts and we will calculate the stresses acting. So this is an advanced analysis method. So this method is used in all kind of computer aided engineering softwares. Then computer aided manufacturing. So with the help of computer we are going to manufacture it. Okay, so generally we will create NC codes. Okay, codes by using your software. For example, in our course we are going to use CATIA for computer aided design as well as manufacturing. So once after completing the modeling, you can generate the CNC coding or milling coding from the software. Okay, so it will give you the code. You can directly copy the code and you can directly enter the code in your CNC machine or your VMC machine, and the machine will perform its operation. And also you can visualize the working in your software itself. So that is the advantage of computer aided manufacturing. Nowadays in industries people are using robots for computer aided manufacturing. So they will give the code and they will integrate the CAD software with their robots, and the robot will automatically manufacture the components. Then direct manufacturing, in the sense it is 3D printing. Okay, so recently NASA has printed a 3D turbo pump and the testing is under process. Okay, so it's a 3D printed pump. Okay, so 3D printing means we are going to directly integrate the 3D printer with our computer, and from the software it will get the model and it will directly manufacture the product. So this is the advancement of digital manufacturing. So now coming to the CATIA. So in this course we are going to use CATIA as a CAD and CAM software. So CATIA stands for computer aided three-dimensional interactive application. Okay, so here we have CAD, we have CAM, and also we have computer aided engineering. So in this course we are going to use these two modules, that is computer aided design and computer aided manufacturing. So this is the sketcher module. So there are plenty of modules are there. First we are going to perform the sketch only. From the next experiment we will start the sketcher module. So in start you will have mechanical design, and inside the mechanical design you have part design. Part design means it's a single component, and assembly design means after performing part design on 2 to 3 components, then we can assemble it together to get a final assembly. Then sketcher means it is a 2D sketch. So first we'll start with a 2D sketch. So these are all this is actually the home screen of CATIA. So here you have part tree. So here I have only one sketch, that is what it is mentioned here. If I have 2 sketches, then you will have sketch 2 here. Then you have tools in the top, and you have constraint icons to specify the dimensions here. Then you have sketcher design tools for performing various sketches. Okay, so in the exercise we'll tell you the details of how to use the tools. And in the sketch you have various profiles. Then you can perform various operations like corner and chamfer, and you can perform trimming operations. And there are other constraints also available for specifying the dimensions and for specifying some advanced constraints. Then you have toolbars for some predefined profiles. We have predefined rectangular profiles, circles is there, conical structures, and we have various line types and points are available. So this is the general process. So first you have to select a plane for sketch, then you have to complete the sketches. Then after completing the sketch, you have to provide the constraint. So you have 2 color lines, one is white color line and another one is green color line. The meaning for white color line is the sketch is underdefined. The meaning for green color line is the sketch is fully defined. So if the sketch is defined, you cannot move it, it is a rigid one. So finally you can use the part design module to convert the sketch into a 3D component.